I got in there on the 17th of November, while it was not yet completely surrounded by the Hong Kong police force. So there are still ways to get inside the campus. For myself, I was really angry that the Hong Kong police force was trying to attack the university and try to get inside. It's like an act of not respecting Hong Kong education system, an act of trying to silence the voices of the young people, which is ridiculous because this is a place that we get the right value we have been holding up onto. And the other reason was that it is also a strategy for the protesters to own the control of the campus so that they can also own the control over the main road. Polytechnic University is close to many main road, and especially the Cross Harbour Tunnel. We would like to block the road so that we can have a successful strike together. I can't say the degree of violence that the Hong Kong police force adopted dealing with PolyU is higher, is essentially higher than other universities. Like the case in the Chinese University of Hong Kong, even just within one day, they fired more than 1,000 of tear gas bombs. They adopted different strategies, like in terms of a siege. They just surround all the major roads to block you from leaving or entering the premises. And honestly, I didn't expect that to happen. There would be a chance of me being stuck inside the campus and not able to leave. Even after the staying first night there in the PolyU, I still think that there are other methods that other protesters can help us get out of this situation, or which can enable all the protesters to leave peacefully without being arrested. But this is not the case. Maybe I'm too naive. I just walk out the campus without being arrested or without being recorded by the police force. Some protesters have been staying in the campus for a few days already, so they have gathered a load of food like biscuits, water, energy drinks, and some snacks basically. But we don't have really food like really cooked food. Some people from the outside get inside before PolyU was under a siege, and at the canteen, and they tried to cook some food for the protesters. They were actually maybe some students who have no experience in cooking at all. So it is a really heartwarming situation. But yeah, we don't have much resources from outside. Some protesters were injured during the conflict. The ambulance couldn't get here very easily. Like on the early stages, we don't have official channels to proceed with the rescuing procedures. Like we don't have doctors on site. So many other citizens of the Hong Kong have tried to protest in a lot of other areas, especially those nearby like Tsim Sha Tsui, Mong Kok, so that they would like to distract the attention of the Hong Kong police forces. They could break the line of the police force so that we can have like a road that we can leave on our own without being recorded. But after that night, we realized that a lot of other protesters outside the campus were being arrested and being heavily injured, and which really broke my heart. So after that night, I started to think of any methods for us to get out by ourselves instead of relying on other people distracting police force. It was really tense because there are so many rumors. If the route didn't work, not that we would be arrested, but we would also be heavily injured or be suicide. In general, I think it is easier to get out in the earlier stage because we are still figuring out many new routes. So it is harder for the police force to really track down on all the routes and to arrest all the people. But when day goes by, like when I left, it was the 4th day already. All the routes are being blocked by the police force. They know our tactics, they know our strategy. So we only have very, very, very few chances and also exit routes to leave the campus, so which makes us much more difficult. And we know a lot of friends outside would like to help us. They keep sending me messages telling me, oh, this work or this could work or how you could be safe or whatsoever. And so like in every second I got a notification from WhatsApp, from Telegram, and it really makes me intense, makes me it's like a headache. I'm not blaming them, but I know they are all caring and trying to help me, but I can't even think straight, I can't be calm. I'm happy that I can escape from the campus safely, at least without being injured. But in general, I am very sad about the situation right now because some still couldn't, and some were heavily injured in hospital. And many of those who were trying to save us on the first few days, they were heavily injured and being arrested, which really broke our heart. It makes us feel they were arrested because of us. Whether it was a bad strategy or it is a really bad move, or whether it is a step that will ruin all the efforts we have paid over the last few months, because I'm really concerned that not many protesters will be willing to stand up and fight against the government and the police force. This is the least thing that I would like to see. But anyway, I still hope that many of other people should not be afraid. I don't see myself braver than those who don't come out to join the protest. If you believe in what we believe in too, you shouldn't be afraid of the government. You shouldn't be silenced by the police force, because that is what the Hong Kong government and police force would like you to do, exactly. So we can't fall into that trap they set for us. We still have to fight for what we believe in. I don't really want to be the next Yonsei University incident, but sadly speaking, it is what it is now. But I'm really thankful for some other Korean university students are also supporting us. Thank you.